Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today because we're on the brink. And I don't know if it's something good or something bad, but it's definitely on the brink. And when you hear all these stories and combine them together, you can make your own decision. But please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. There is no particular rhyme or reason to the order these are going to go, but there's a lot of things that have got to be covered today. First thing is real estate. I want to circle back to this a little bit later, too. There is an abundance of houses available for sale in the state of Texas. Texas has its average price for home is $337,300, and it's dropped. It's gone down 1% over the course of the last year, but there's an abundance of houses that are for sale, and that's a problem. Now, again, guys, 300 grand for a house, that is unbelievable. It's great. I mean, if you can buy a $300,000 house, that's fantastic. But I'm going to give you a couple of examples as to why, owning the house is one thing. Then you got to pay for it. Then you got to maintain it. And you've got to just, it's not just living there rent free like it is with a regular house. Then you've got KB Homes in Florida. And KB Homes is doing something that they said they would never do, and that is slashing prices on new construction. The CEO, Jeffrey Mesger, is talking about how people are challenged right now. We're not seeing us come out of the gate steaming, with this home buying season. No, people don't have any money as spring has sprung. The YouTuber that's out of Texas, out of Las Vegas, was saying how he got a house with $100,000 discount and got no offers on it when he put it up for sale. Went to his builders, went to his investor friends, said, I got the deal for you. This house is finished. No action. I'll come back to real estate in a second. But one more. Lynn wrote me a great letter, which you got to see, guys. City of Bakersfield. And, one thing I'm really proud of is we really cover everywhere. And, she wrote me a great letter about how her and her husband are comfortable. They've got no bills. But what do people do, Dan, when they get hit with a bill like this? Their sewer bill, okay, sewer trash, stuff like that, it goes from $237 a year to $950 a year. What's a 350% increase? What does the average family do? They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. This is the thing, make an extra $750 this year and just throw it out the window because that's, it's for your sewer. So this is the problem that you're going to see more and more often when it comes to real estate, is that the cities and the municipalities that are not making the tax money are going to, what can we do? What can we charge people for? Oh, I know. We'll charge them more for tax. We'll charge them more of a tax for the sewer fees. They're going to do this more often. They're going to think of creative ways to charge you. Permitting is going to go up. Licensing is going to go up. Everything. One thing that people have wrote me about was waters and municipalities and power companies asking for additional deposits right now. Why? I'm paying you guys for 9 years. Now you want an additional deposit? Yeah, we just want to be safe. Rates are going up. We just want to make sure you have yourself covered right now. Nuts, guys. Nuts. Now, two big banking stories that are huge right now is the office of the comptroller of the currency had a major hacking. And this was not really released, to the public. And then it was. And then Jamie Dimon steps forward and says, wait a second. I'm really concerned about this because when you read the stories below, these people are regulators that handle currency for everything from borrowing to the bank's financial stability. With that being said, these banks are having, serious data. And they didn't just take emails from some low-level employees. They had presidents of banks and vice presidents and people that were talking about the financial viability of a financial institution, and they got all that information. They got people's personal information, all the finances, all the numbers, everything. Got it all. Got it all. Which should worry every single one of us. You should just sit there and go, this is awful that this happened. Now, once again, Jamie Dimon said, hey, this is a concern. And again, with everything going on in the world, we're on the brink of something big happening. And, we're supposed to just, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it. No, it's a huge deal. It's a huge, huge deal. Now, another story out of the Office of Comptroller of the Currency is that they have waived you don't have to have an appraisal in some of the fire areas. And this is going to speed up borrowing. It's going to make it so fast. Look at the stories below on this. Guys, mark my words, not today, not next month, not 6 months from now, but 2 years from now, you're going to hear about the guy who supposedly owned a piece of land where the house burnt down and they got a $5 million construction loan and he got the draws from it where, hey, this work is done. Sign off on, oh, we'll wire the money here. We'll wire the money there. And then you're going to find out that the loans are going to be bogus and the money is going to be spent without homes being built. It's going to happen. There's going to be massive fraud because they're not requiring appraisals right now. Think about that. Think about that. No, hey, we're just going to waive it. It's going to speed the process right now. I have talked to you about this number, $23 billion that was wasted on homeless efforts here in Southern California. Well, guess what? There is a state's attorney that stepped forward, attorney for the United States government, not just a state's attorney, for the United States government, and they are saying, listen, they're going to get to the bottom of this. They're going to do an audit, and they're going to find out where this money was spent and where it went. And these are people that don't live here in California, so they don't care. Okay, they want you to go to jail if you stole the money. And this guy said, I want people to understand if they took money and it was not spent in the appropriate fashion, which there's $23 billion is missing. I've talked about this for a year and a half. And yeah, don't worry, they just approved sales tax for another $2 billion. What suckers are giving this money away? So enough is enough is enough. Had a meeting with my lovely brother today. And before I did that, I was in Irvine, California. And there was some stuff going on with real estate in Irvine. And I was just blown away and had to pull over and film you guys a quick video for this. So enjoy this. Tell me what you think about this. That's a nice street, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Nice little single family houses. I am in a city called Irvine, California. This is on the site of what was once El Toro Marine Base. And this is what's known as the Great Park. The entire master plan community is the Great Park. And I want to show you guys something that's just the lunacy, insanity, California real estate. You know, as we talk about these appraisals and, hey, you don't need to worry about that. Just build, go do your thing, go talk to those lenders. We'll get that loan approved for you. People are going to get themselves in trouble financially. And when it comes to real estate, you know, would I love a $450,000 house? Of course I would. I want you guys to see something as I walk here because I'm going to go meet some people this morning. And I thought I just got to pull over and show this to people. There's a ton of houses here. There's tons of roundabout. It's very confusing. It's very compact. This is the closest thing to normal housing over here. $2.5 million right there. Now, what I wanted to show you, which is insane, is this right here. These are single family houses. Okay, look at that, how narrow they are. Okay, yes, $1.67 million. $1.67 million. To be that close to your neighbor, just to be on top of everybody, and just to have very narrow bedrooms, very narrow houses. This is crazy, guys. And again, this is California real estate, but everybody's on top of everybody here. You know, it's too much, guys. It's way, way, way too much. But hey, you own a house. Now, here's the sick part of this. This area, when it first was built, it had a thing called mellow roofs, which was the taxes to pay for the roads, which added 1% to your houses. So if you bought a $1.6 million house, you have $32,000 a year in property taxes. Yeah, hello. It's crazy. Again, you're in Irvine. Good schools. Everything's great. Low crime. It is. You have all that stuff. You got the soccer field over there. the great park with you can go on the hot air balloon and the soccer fields and everything like that's just a mile and a half from here. It's beautiful. It's nice. They've got a concert venue. But man, oh man, look at this. Look at this house. Look at that. $1.67 million. That's crazy, guys. It's too much money. It's too much money. You know, the amount of income that you have to afford a house like that is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Saw a great story yesterday about how it costs the average family an additional $50,000 a year to maintain a house that they own. Okay, that's $1,000 a week, guys. Some people don't even make that in a week. So let me know what you think about this. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, it's a beautiful neighborhood. Don't get me wrong, but it's just crazy that it's this expensive. Let me know what you think. Now, this is a street with brand new construction. If you guys look over the fence, you can see how they're framing houses out over here. Look at these houses. These are 3-story, 3,500 square foot houses. Big houses, guys. Big, big, big. But guys, look at that. Look, that's the distance. You could lean to your neighbor. Isn't this crazy, guys? $3 million, man. But look at this. Look at how close everybody is. Hi. Just think, you're going to have one jerk that's going to have a boat who's going to block everything. Okay? Hey, I'll be here just for 6 hours as I clean the thing up and get it ready. You know what I mean? But look at that, guys. Millions of dollars. The one cramped in the corner. Isn't this crazy? Look at these 3 driveways right next to each other. Look at that. By the way, this is an association. You can't park your cars in the driveway. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, I could put 10 cars there. No, not even close. You leave them out for an extended period of time and you will be fined. So, isn't this nuts, guys? Millions of dollars. Millions. It's crazy. I don't know who's buying these houses. I really don't. Let me know what you think. I'll get a better shot and show you guys what this place looks like. Isn't that just crazy, guys? Look at the efflorescence on the windows already. Problems. I mean, look at that, guys. Look how close the neighbors are. Hey, what's Sally cooking again? Oh my God. Spaghetti again tonight? God, I can tell. Now, guys, $3 million. Hello. The $1.67 million to live in that cramped shoebox I thought was bad enough. But, you know, here's the thing. I know there's guys fantasizing about, oh my God, I could have my pickup, I could have my truck there, I could have the boat in the driveway. That thing's long. Nope. Dream on, man. It's an association. They will fine you. Oh, you know, listen, John, you're going to find $225 a day to have that thing parked out there. That's going to happen. You know, Elon Musk did something, you know, infamous now called fork in the road. We're at a fork in the road with your employment here. Either you take the buyout or you stay. It's that simple. Well, a lot of people took those buyouts, but now he has a new thing called Fork 2. Fork 2. And the Fork 2 buyout is really taken because people at the Department of Energy have decided to take this. And the Department of Government Efficiency is seeing a massive amount of people that are saying, you know what? I thought about this. I hate working here now. 2,700 people said that they're taking the buyout right now. That's huge. And then another that's above and beyond the 1,300 that said yes. So guys, 4,000 people have left the Department of Energy. And then the Department of Transportation, you're going to have 4,000 people that are going to take that. Now, what people are worried about is, well, if we don't take this, they're just going to fire us. So 20,000 people from the IRS, from the 78,000 people that work there, are losing their jobs right now. And guess what, guys? Tax day was just the other day. Bye. It's over with. Okay. God, we need to cut fat around here. So with that being said, you're going to see a very, very interesting, you know, dynamic right now with the employees that work for the government. I have a nephew who is an air traffic controller, and I took him to that UFC slap competition, and he got that email like, name 5 things you did last week. And he had to fill that out. He said, I just did it and responded to it, Uncle Dan. I just didn't want to have a problem. So wild, guys. But there are people that are like, you know what? Now that I think about it, working for the government used to be fun. It's not fun anymore. Now, he's keeping his job. He loves it. He loves what he does. And you're glad that that kid's in the air. Redfin, the real estate company, just joined Zillow in getting rid of pocket listings. You know, one thing that I was not aware of is that you could go to Zillow and you could have what they call a pocket listing. That is basically a listing on Zillow and on Redfin and Realtor.com that's not listed in the multiple listing service. I thought you had to get to the multiple listing service to get to Zillow and to Redfin and Realtor.com. Nope. But they're getting rid of that, and it's getting people furious because they're saying, wait a second, we don't want to deal with the MLS. We want to have our own private listings. But what you want to do is be able to text it out and send it out. And a lot of people are using text marketing right now where they can text things out to people. And with that being said, you know, they're getting kicked off of there, getting kicked off of Redfin, Zillow, and Realtor.com. Nissan just said that they're going to stop production of their top-selling cars until the tariff situation gets worked out. I'm telling you guys, it's a lot of inventory at these car companies. They can sit there and say the car company, the prices are going up. Tremendous deals right now on this stuff. And, you haven't seen anything yet. It's early in this, and you haven't seen anything yet. But you're going to see more of it, I still think that it's wild that we have all these government employees that are leaving, tired of it. I got speaking of car companies, I got something that was sent to me. Humiliating ad error by Jeep and Dodge. Well, they advertised around the world, built in America and 100% USA made. Well, wait a second. A lot of this stuff is made outside the country. So they had to get shut down for basically false advertisement. Read the story below because it's great. And wait a second, you guys don't make all that stuff here. Well, we intended to. So what do you guys think about that? I think it's crazy. Just came out to the lake today. Let me know what you think so far. Just a few things to finish this video. There's a great story about how foreign tourists are not going to come to America because of the tariffs. I'll believe that when I see it. I think that that's our only hope for tourism here is people coming in from out of the country. I just don't think Americans have money. Bank of America had their financial call, and Brian Moynihan, their CEO, said people are still spending money. They're borrowing more, but they're spending money. Again, guys, it's no life. It's no life. Like Lynn talked about, Dan, we're financially set. We don't have any debt. But what do you do when you get a $700 bill for your sewer? It's terrible. Terrible. Winnebago and Grand Design are facing lawsuits, class action lawsuits, that their frames aren't built well and that people are buying these motorhomes and Winnebagos, and they're just doing normal wear and tear, and the frame is cracking, and they cannot drive them. Which, if you're older and you want to, hey, we're gonna travel the world. Imagine not being able to drive it because the frame is broken. So there's a class action lawsuit. But that's a great story. I love sharing stuff like this, and thank you, Dr. Marvin, for this one, because when you share something like this, people are like, gosh, that's why the motorhome's so messed up. Is because of this. Final thing, and I love this, and I want to end it with a little comedy. But here in California, 2 things. We have road signs that are electronic, road closed ahead, down to 1 lane, things like that. Nothing is better than when those things get hacked and somebody gets in there and now they're digital and they're online and people change it. Warning, zombies ahead. I love stuff like that. So we had that. We had one more good one. And oh, you'll never get to work on time. I love that one. But the latest one, when you walk up to a crosswalk and you press the button, here in California, they're designed for the blind so that you can sit there and say, wait, wait. It'll tell people not to cross because it's unsafe. You don't want the blind guy to get taken out. What they did was they hacked it so that there's a voice print now, and it's Mark Zuckerberg. So, hey, this is the Zuck. Okay, watch this one.
Wait. Hi, this is Mark Zuckerberg, but real ones call me the Zuck. You know, it's normal to feel uncomfortable or even violated as we forcefully insert AI into every facet of your conscious experience. And I just want to assure you, you don't need to worry, because there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop it. Anyway, see ya.
And then there's even a better one. That's Elon Musk. Hey, it's Elon. I'll buy you a Tesla. You know, take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Elon. Can we be friends? Will you be my friend? I'll give you a Cybertruck, I promise. Okay, look, you don't know the level of depravity I would stoop to just for a crumb of approval. I mean, let's be real. It's not like I had any moral convictions to begin with, right?
I love the ingenuity of these people. It's hilarious. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. And so many cool things to announce in the coming weeks. I am excited. Something that I have been working on for over 10 years of my life is coming together. And it's going to come together bigger than ever with the right people. And I am thrilled. Okay? And I cannot wait to talk about it. So 4 to 6 short weeks away. Email me hello@iallegedly.com. I will see you guys very soon.